Okay, here's something kind of cool and different. Certainly something you don't see every day. European Motors in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 55 Porsche Speedster Replica. This is kind of a neat one because it's done up all original. I mean, really has all the trim and the bright work, and they did a really nice job in terms of recreating this. A lot of people build these and they leave a lot of the details out, like the side trim, or they put the incorrect wheels on. I know everybody likes to do their own different thing, but it's neat to see one that, gosh, looks just, even the colors are, you know, right. You know, the German silver with the Porsche red leather. It's just a real traditional look. You know, you see this and it just screams vintage Porsche going down the road. Lots of waving and pointing and people taking cell phone videos when you're driving this thing. It just really has a nice look to it. I do not know, the build was about 5 years ago on it, so it's a fairly recent build, but a lot of you have been asking who made the kit, and I'm uncertain of that. We don't have any documentation of that. And I'll show you the jams. You know, I know a lot of you guys are trying to tell me, oh, there's plates in the jams, and I have sold a few of these over the years, and you're right, normally there's a plate in the jam to tell you, and I just have not been able to locate that. So I'm going to take some nice close-up shots so you guys can kind of see. Maybe you guys can determine who built the kit. It's got a dual port, dual relief case, 1600 in it. Just a nice driver. You know, moves the car pretty good, but it's not a hot rod by any means. Sounds good, runs good. It is a very fresh motor, about a year old, done by a local engine builder, and he just did a nice job with it. Old VW drag racer, basically, who has just passed away, but built the engine about a year or two ago. She's going to start it up so we can hear it. Sounds really good, runs really good. Of course, it's going to drip some oil, but you know, I wouldn't call it a leaker or anything. We do have a few little flaws on the bumper right here. It's a very, very nice, presentable car. I would call it driver quality car. It's got a hidden stereo under here for like your iPod and stuff, and this is the remote for it. But instead of having a, you know, big ugly radio sitting there, he elected to have just kind of a remote there so you could take it to the car shows, or nobody would be the wiser. Come around up front. I will tell you the gas gauge does not work. It's got 356 kind of replica gauges in it. We don't know how they're ohmed or anything. Picture of the battery. All fairly sanitary, but there again, I would stress this is a driver quality. This isn't the nicest one out there, and it's not going to be the worst one out there. And it's priced accordingly. You know, it should be a pretty good buy on this. There's the top. The top's in good shape. You know, to me, this, I would not drive the car with the top up. Just the way the fit is on the kit. Me personally, I just worry about it flipping backwards. So as far as I'm concerned, I believe this top would be it's raining type of a deal, and it's parked in a parking lot, and you put the side curtains and the top up. But I don't necessarily know that I'd be driving it with the top up. Does have a boot back here, a little bit of documentation, and the plexi, I don't know if you can see that, but the plexi windows are there, and the boot is present. So we'll put the top back down, and I'm going to take you for a test drive. Good Pirelli tires on the front, the correct slotted steel wheels. I mean, it's just kind of a cool little piece here. It's got a few flaws here and there if you start you know, just really looking close, but all in all, a really nice driver quality car with all the correct stuff. Here's another shot of the, yeah, I'm sure these are reproduction wheels. The chrome isn't quite as bright as you'd like to see it if it were just a really nice build, but it's not priced as though it's a really exceptional car. It's you know, priced accordingly for what it is. Let's take it for a spin. Now, we had it running a little bit ago, so it's warmed up. I will tell you, it's just a little bit cold-blooded. Give you an idea what it kind of runs like. And we'll go take it for a ride here. And since it's warm, I'll just kind of go ahead and run it through the gears and you guys can see what it is. Clutch of course is new with the engine. We did quite a bit of freshening up for him. You know, cosmetically the car was pretty complete when the gentleman bought it that we know, but it needed engine work, so like I say, we did the engine for him. We did a clutch, we freshened up some of the suspension. The vehicle is titled as a 69 Volkswagen, so it's a 69 Volkswagen Pan, but as I say, the engine is a dual port 1600 with a dual relief case. So I'll kind of get on it here. And it moves the little car out with a lot of authority. You can see we're very easy to keep up with traffic. Shifts through all the gears just great. And it's just a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. It does kind of drive like a 69 VW though. So we got a little wandering here and there, and it's certainly not, you know, it probably drives very much like the original ones would have. Yeah, the 55 Speedster. The turn signal does not self-cancel, so you need to cancel the turn signal. It's just a lot of fun to get out and play around with. And boy, the last time I filled this thing with gas, I think we had a car show there. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind. But everybody loves it. People waving and stopping to see what it is and tell a story about an old Porsche, and just a lot of fun. So there you have it. 1955 Porsche Replica Speedster. Looks like the speedometer's a little off. I would guess we're doing about 60 right now. We're certainly not doing 80. So you've got a few little idiosyncrasies like that, but that's kind of part of the charm. European Motors, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You can check us out online at EuropeanMotorsIowa.com. If you have any questions, call us at 319-393-8496. My name's Pete. You can talk to Susie or Kyle as well. We'd be happy to help you, and if we didn't answer any questions with the video, we'd be happy to try to answer them the best we can. Have a good one.